I feel like it shouldn't be raining in the lobby right now. Or like here.
I don't know. I don't know why it is.
There's also boulders and shit in here. I don't know.
I think Kirby updated the map.
I'm pretty sure Kirby updated the map, yes. Anyways, I hear the rain. I happy.
I'll fall asleep.
No promises.
Put them next to each other.
On the fridge. I don't have VOC plus.
Then give it to Gnarly, assuming he can do a bit.
How could you do this to me?
That one's going.
I've never done anything wrong
Oh my
ever.
god.
How could you do this to me?
Those are actual demons.
No, we'll fucking do it.
Here.
Perfect. Did you get that with the transparent background? Passive?
Don't
I
go
was
in
like,
there.
No, I'll just
what?
edit
Do it
it.
again,
do it again.
Alright, thank you.
Don't harm the
God,
kid,
okay,
though.
hold
Don't
on.
harm the innocent
Can you do it
bee.
like that one?
I'm so cool and awesome.
I'm
No one
killing
could ever do
your
anything
favorite
bad to me
characters
ever.
now, sire.
Uh-huh,
They're all
sure,
dead.
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've never done
Sure.
anything wrong ever.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Be nice.
I'm
be
so
nice.
I am so trustworthy and good.
You're one of them. You have to contest with blue.
But the way. I'm so glad I'm not a doppelganger anymore. I no longer have to worry about fire or light mana.
Sorry, hold on.
Thank fucking god. I don't have to worry about light mana when I'm fucking shadow stepping, but that's about it. I'm just a little dragon, dude.
Now.
Bonk.
I know what you are.
What? I'm just a little guy.
Oh, that's at Freddy's.
You are just a
Those
little
are
guy.
cute.
I have done nothing
Thank you.
wrong.
Yeah, you like the cybernetic hooves.
Yay! I didn't even notice that on
I
her. I like
don't think it's
the.
Yeah.
bad. You
I like
got
that.
anything wrong
Thank
with
you.
that.
Thank you. I luckily had a
never
prefab
done
that has a bunch of really good
anything
robot
wrong. I
parts,
could
and they
never
happen
do
to also have
anything
a
wrong.
hoof prefab, and I was like, you know what?
She's the
It
murder
works.
committed. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Listen, I was just a silly
Where
little
is
guy.
this
I was
bitch?
just a little hungry. Alright, ready, Andy? Ready, passive? Ready?
There you go.
Guido says,
Telescopes use mirrors. How do we know there's no
Alright, we're gonna be
vampires in
there.
space?
I'm going to smack you.
What do you mean? I did nothing wrong.
Not you.
I'm
Dom was
here.
in. Dom was in the head, just like, how do you? Do telescopes have mirrors? How do we know that there's no vampire?
What the fuck?
I
don't
love
like
that. Which one are we hitting, sis?
Probably inside village.
Okay.
First, we're going from.
Oh, it's raining. Okay, I didn't expect it to be raining like that. Okay.
Kind of nice though.
I mean, it just reminds me of being back home.
The rainy season of the summertime.
Yeah, what the fuck is a giant dragon? What is that?
Why is there a dragon here?
Aw. Okay.
I'm concerned what a dragon's doing here.
Huh. Alright. Where is...
Question is if we have any of our party members here.
Should be.
That we could go look for.
Hmm.
Sorry, well, that don't seem like they're rattled.
Well, that one has wings, so it wouldn't be hard to fly away from anything approaching it.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I can't really keep up with like who actually like feels
Oh.
disturbed seeing like a half dead village in a, you know, not. Okay, I'm sorry. I should say half dead. That gives people the wrong impression. You know, I'm not saying that someone being pulled up in a tractor beam is going to automatically die. But
Oh.
like,
I hope not. Although giant
Yeah.
dragon is a little concerning.
Yeah, that's, huh.
Yes,
A little bit concerning. But that's not the weirdest thing.
I'll take a walk.
Mm.
I'm gonna take a patrol around the forest and just make sure the corridor's like circled around.
Mm. Ugh. Soaking wet.
Oh no! It's wet!
What the heck did happen to the tree?
The such a pink.
I don't think it's. Is this a? I don't even know if it's supposed. You know what? I'm not questioning. I'm not questioning it.
Don't question it.
I think I got it, sis. You know, I don't remember that being there before.
Oh, it's big.
Those are also corrupted mana crystals. Got it. I'm not touching those.
Yeah, those are.
Where the heck is
they were
everyone
cool
else?
too. No. Time to go out on an adventure to find them.
Okay, let's go.
This is normal. I think this is normal to find our guild.
Probably.
This happens every time. We gotta find them in some capacity.
You know, maybe we could also do the smart, like, option of, like, you know, going into telepathy, but I haven't bothered.
I'm already there, and I could ask them, where are you guys?
I mean, we could.
I would be really, that'd be kind of mean though.
You know what? Eh.
Are you just gonna do it?
I didn't even mean to have my mic unmuted. What the fuck? Why am I hearing it echoing through you? I've heard them speak and I heard it coming echoing out of your body through you. Oh, they're behind us. They're behind us.
Oh.
Halfway there, yeah.
Hello.
What does it mean I'm halfway? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I finally have all my MP back.
This is good news.
This is good news.
Damn it, you put your arms down. I was gonna slap your hands.
What the fuck?
Hey.
That sounds actually heinous.
I was just walking around.
Terrible. It was
Mm.
really terrible.
You can do this. I believe in you. Just don't
I got
you
2
go to
water
the edge.
orbs from Azure.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah.
What is letting you know? Because it looks like you want the
I
view
got
of the ball.
a unique
I
sigil.
was looking straight and making sure that looks right.
You were walking
diagonally,
man.
I don't
No,
know
she does not.
what the water orbs are used for. Probably more equipment.
I don't know. Hello, Yokan-san. Hello, Maid-san.
Hi, I'm just
Hey,
saying
Yokan-san.
you like that.
I appreciate you, but go fuck yourself.
No, I'm so fucking violent.
Money.
I really want to grab that crystal.
Don't.
That fucking crystal.
No, it's funky.
It looks pretty.
Don't touch
It looks pretty, but it also reads as corruptive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I read it?
Well.
It says no.
Gonna tell you a fairy tale, and we do a bedtime story.
Oh, so it does.
It just says it's like a corrupted magic or something, like a mana type. It doesn't say specifically what it is.
There's
Yeah.
one like that in the village.
Yeah.
It's probably like that purple miasma shit that we had to deal with.
Magic tetanus.
What purple miasma?
That's the same thought process.
Whenever
I don't
there's
wanna
magical
get
entities that were around to where they were
radiation.
resistant to magic. We had to fight them.
That's like the,
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a whole. It's like the same mindset of I'll just become the Hulk and I roll around in a bunch of radiation.
She only has the one relatively wind ability, and no, she cannot.
Super cancer. Please don't get super cancer.
Oh yeah, you become Deadpool and get super cancer.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why are they?
Okay, well.
Are they contagious? What is it?
What is that?
You guys can go around us.
I don't know.
What?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm dressing up.
Okay.
It's gonna be very. Celebrated Halloween.
Hello.
It's just keeping us dry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do not celebrate Halloween.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
You
Yeah, it's
never
literally
said
also just
okay, there
July
was a
1st.
block parties usually with Halloween.
Oh yeah, no,
That kinda just
100%.
happened around me, really.
I mean, back on the bases, people just usually got really fucking shit-faced. But then they get shit-faced for every holiday.
Yeah, that's
Especially
how
the
it, like,
4th.
is.
The goddamn Americans.
The 4th?
What about us?
You guys really enjoy the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty noisy around then. I never did too much personally.
I'm not. I was on a military
Sure, we
base.
didn't exactly pick the date, but we found our birthdays were really close together, so I figured we just do a joint party.
Oh. Okay, so that way leads to the train station.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds right.
That sounds
Fight
right.
can happen.
I have a
There's not
question.
like a lot of taverns and stuff and bars anyway. Like isekais, I know don't usually have that unless.
I just like the A&W. That was nice.
What are you planning on dressing up for Halloween?
I haven't celebrated Halloween in years, actually. I don't think I've
It's
ever had the
been a
time.
while.
Wasn't it the goal?
Okay, well,
What's
when
over
you're
here?
going through college Halloween and then you well, unless there's like.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot
Oh,
of cliffs,
like
so
frat
technically you kind of
parties.
have to.
There are
I
small parties and
will
stuff.
gladly give y'all an allowance for your costumes.
Can you give me gold? Because I'm broke. Yeah, I spent over 1,000 gold last night.
For what?
How many you
To be
spend?
fair, the last dungeon we did.
Okay, in my
some gold.
defense, I bought wine and then got sucked into a level 80 dungeon with a bunch of new guild members.
What? Why has no one said anything about this until now?
I don't think anybody wanted
They
to
just said
talk
about
about it, to be honest with you.
Oh.
I think they were traumatized being hunted by a level 80 skeleton that was trying to kill us all.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Because, to my knowledge, I had shown up a little late to the expedition. They were told about something about an archmage and people having a hard time clearing a dungeon. Well, a low-level dungeon. So there was a low-level dungeon there, but every creature around it was glitched. Like the skeletons were glitched. Thought they were supposed to be level 15, became level 30. And the thing guarding near the dungeon area was level. What the fuck?
Cool spot. Water.
It's just a little alcove, even though it's raining.
Yeah, but no, I couldn't even read the name of some of the enemies. I couldn't look some of the enemies.
Take his meal.
And then they hit a bell, and then we got transported to a, I'm assuming a level 80 dungeon, because there was a level 80 creature there. So, we just stumbled our way through it.
That doesn't sound like it's a good thing.
That sounds horrific.
I'm sure you don't be invited too, but
It was
again,
horrible.
my birthday is at the middle of the month, and we're going to do a joint birthday party. So,
So,
bowling and maybe
We cleared it though without fighting anything, and the
I'll see
lady
what I
that
can
was
do.
that ran, as what she said, what you guys called dungeon, but my realm was like, what do you guys want? We went. We did not mean to come here.
Huh. So did you like get anything from it, or like what?
Adrian got like a grimoire. People got knowledge about
Yeah, good to
stuff,
see you
I
too.
guess, and we got the fuck out of there.
Usually,
Fair
right?
enough.
Usually, my
Yeah.
pendant for my crowd.
I got to level 45 and then went, I need new equipment, and buying level 40 equipment cost like 1,200 gold.
Don't we have stuff in guild storage that that works for your class, or no?
Yeah, but like Alden's also like around level 40, so it's not really.
I mean, if
viable
it's still
'cause there's only, like,
there.
one set.
I was gonna say, I mean, if it's there, it's there. You take it, and if no one's claimed it. Because I still have like,
but,
I still have a lot of the
I needed
40,
armor.
45 stuff from the Harpy Nest.
So the problem is,
Guild
the
storage.
armor that I've been running with was level 15, so I need a new armor. And I don't. And I think there was only one set of level 45
still loving-
monkwear, and I think Alden had it, so
You could have also asked Trisha.
That's
I could
true.
have.
I actually need to go out and like do hunting things at some point for this.
I just realized all the expeditions I've been doing recently, I probably needed something now.
So I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
For Halloween, he can be Kazuya from the game Yakuza.
Let's not turn me into a Yakuza with the amount of times I've been stabbed by a Yakuza member.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not.
I
That's a
have been
bad
stabbed
idea.
multiple times by Yakuza people because their girlfriends tried to hit on me back in the day. In front of their boyfriends.
Halloween isn't as big in Japan as it is in the Western
Correct.
world.
They
It's
didn't
just like
give a shit.
block party usually.
Basically,
They
yeah.
usually have parties.
It's also not that big in Japan.
It's good to maybe Akiba, but actual Akiba, not Akiba no
Halloween was
Machi.
originally about warding off people's spirits in the Americas.
I mean, realistically, though,
We have
right,
plenty of
I don't-
festivals for that. We don't need Halloween for it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that's why I was pointing it out.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I do
that's
not
why
think I
was
want to
pointing it
dress
out.
like a Yakuza
Obon
member,
is
to be
coming up
honest
soon,
with you.
isn't it?
Yeah. Summer
I can't
festivals
wear
are gonna
yukata
come.
anymore.
We probably could. We could probably find some.
It covers everything.
Like, yeah, covers up the Ritty and stuff. Yeah, can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if there's like a special tailor we could do? Probably tell.
I don't think it'd be the same though.
I know we have a tailor now.
Yeah, it's very
Actually,
much gonna be
question about
traditional.
that. Do we have a place for them to work in the guild?
No, but we should actually.
Yeah.
We should actually ask Kiyomi about that. We should ask Kiyomi about that.
Well, see, we could ask Kiyomi, but
That'd
we
be
could
part of
also
the
just
proper
get
guild
Adrian
hall.
to, you know, build something for them, because he's a carpenter.
Yeah.
Two birds with one stone, yeah.
Yeah.
But also let Kiyomi know so that like she can
Yeah.
put things together.
That's I think
Yeah.
one of the amenities we're getting.
We should
I think
probably get
so.
something for
Oh, yeah.
a tailor. We need a.
The
I already told this to Adrian. He's already
testing
planning it
area
out.
is close
We
to
need a
being
cellar for
finished.
food storage.
That's true. Probably gonna be in the
Um,
guild house.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta do it underground. We gotta do like an underground food storage thing.
Maybe something
Yo,
else.
digging?
I will do the digging.
Diggy the hole.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, you want to continue
Let me
that
help.
song with my
Diggy
presence?
I mean, you can. I just
I'm
I
just
just
gonna
dig
say that
holes
much.
better because I guess the grave robber thing. I gotta
The
dig
second
to get to the graves.
dwarven digging joke I've heard today.
I wasn't thinking of stuff like that. I'm just.
I don't know.
Okay, no, before he kills you.
Francis, no! Francis, no!
Francis, no.
What?
He was gonna start playing music, and I think Merrick was about to hurt him.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't be doing that. That is.
No.
I think he's gonna bring up the hammer.
culturally insensitive.
Yeah. Well, then I guess
Okay, well we can make the
that's a
suggestion then for those two to work
Yeah, I'm gonna
together.
say- and then we also need to get a fishing dock for what's her name? Well, that one's easy because you just get a whole bunch of planks of wood and just like stick that on the ground and all that shit.
Did the
Yeah, that's not hard.
was the tailoring one already added to the list or not yet?
I mean, are you talking about
No,
marking
I
it?
don't think so.
Like marking the location?
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
added
we'll-
that to the list yet.
Okay, yeah. We'll do that later.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask about that one. I just didn't know if somebody already did or not because I hadn't checked it.
I would technically ask for like a space for like maybe alchemy, but it's like at the same time it's like I don't need a space really, not yet.
I mean, I think you should have a dedicated space with the amount of alchemists that we have in the guild.
We have
Probably
four
Also, in case there's
alchemists.
another potion that blows up somewhere, might want to keep it away from the main
You
guild
know
hall.
that's fair. That's fair because I know you're building
Honestly,
something.
I'll
Yeah.
say this. I'll personally say
Like opening
this.
Our tent is open enough for air.
I-
Oh, I don't brew it in my
That'd
tent.
be a good idea.
I don't do that shit in my tent.
No. Keep
I-
it.
Oh, okay.
I would personally say, if whenever we make the guild hall, we should have places that, like, we should have the blacksmith, the alchemist, and anything that can create things could go wrong. They should be kind of a good bit further away from each other.
Oh yeah.
Because like the U.S. military, they have these
What do you
like
mean you don't
they
want to
have
put the
several
three
like
TNT
yards.
blocks all right next to each other?
Don't say that, Pete. We've actually found. Wasn't there
I'm
like a
gonna be working
TNT
as an
in Kira's
apothecary.
tent once?
I don't want to mix their explosive potions. With
They're
actual-
duds. Yeah, those were duds.
Why?
Because it was Kiyomi wanted to play a prank on Soul.
Yeah.
They wanted to make Soul like scream like a girl. Oh hi.
I heard voices.
Hello.
They're in your head.
You are
I
correct.
am a
There are
giant
many
woman.
voices down here.
I can't think of anything else that's really needed besides, you know, alchemy place for your people to do alchemy with the amount of alchemists.
A thing?
I'd like some kind of lead eventually for doing long
past
master
it earlier.
crafting, but that's still miles away.
I personally would like an onsen.
I think they can also go in like the carpentry area.
Onsen would honestly be nice, especially since I don't think I
Actually, if
can
they
go
have a
to
lady,
any in
that's
Japan
fine.
anymore.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
There are some that are
I couldn't to
private,
begin with because I had tattoos. I got a tattoo on the
That's
base.
true.
Wait, for what, sorry?
Onsens might.
Onsen.
Proper
as you go.
ons anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I would love
I
that.
The
never
only
could.
ones I'd probably be able to
That'd be so
let her in
good.
would be a private baths ones, unless it be in
Yeah.
ryokans.
Wait. So, oh, I mean, why? Is it because of your markings or
Yeah,
what?
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would be
most
considered
onsen don't
tattoos.
allow tattoos because of the connection to Yakuza.
Yeah.
Man.
Shouldn't we
Huh.
make a list of like the different
Mine aren't even that either.
Really, both of you.
Yeah, yours aren't tattoos.
An itemized list.
I
This
think
one is.
it'd be more like
This one
scarring.
is.
Oh,
That's an
okay,
actual
that one
tattoo.
is, so yeah. Well, you can actually cover it up. I can't cover mine up. That's the problem.
have the alchemy
Yeah, but those
stuff
aren't technically
and
tattoos,
the
though.
like have at least the stuff.
They're
They
just
look
parts
like
of your
from-
race. I don't know. But they're
several yards
part of
away from
your
Oh,
each other.
Iridian.
No,
Yes, I get to tell him, yes, I am a fantasy race from a video game.
You'd actually be
Sure, they'll believe me
surprised.
on that.
Have
You'd
one of
actually
them
be surprised.
So I'm gonna try to convince my
Back home, probably not.
Be a pharmacist outside
Where
the game.
Kaede-chan and I live, it's actually a lot
It's a
easier.
little bit lenient. Yeah, Nagoya's
Yeah.
The
pretty
thing
smooth.
is,
Like, comparatively
I'm not sure if
to
he'd
the
be
big
able to
cities of
actually
Tokyo, it's
craft
a
it,
little easier
because he
to.
doesn't have
Yeah.
craft.
And then
but
also,
at
they're very
least can
accepting of
give
other
you
races a lot of the
ideas to bounce
time.
off
We went to college with a couple different races, but at
Yeah.
the same time, they weren't as common as
Mhm.
most. Humans were the most uncommon ones.
What else?
Yeah, there still isn't too much.
So we have alchem.
No, not as many expats.
I don't know if we have anywhere that can do engineering stuff.
Well, I say engineering as a general
Might
thing
be,
because we
like, more
have
for the
mechanical
blacksmith
crafting.
area?
Mechanical
I think Tress is
crafters,
the
like-
only blacksmith, though.
Correct.
Well, no. Reason why I
Only
say
have
engineering
an
bay
artificer.
is
You have
for-
one
is
artificer,
a general-
4
a
alchemists.
general area for anyone who creates or
2
works
dragon
with mechanical
warriors.
or objects like
Okay.
artificer, blacksmith, machinist. Like those will have
Ulrich,
their area.
Constance may be able to benefit from that too with the
True.
strange. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we
The
can.
quest she got.
Yeah, she did get that gunner subclass quest, yeah, that did happen.
General worried about that given the lore of Elder Tale.
I'm a little concerned because they said it looked like a guy wearing steampunk clothes, so that's concerning.
Yeah, and talking about the industrial age.
For good reason.
Oh, I'm always concerned at this point. It's like a constant state of like on edge, like I'm walking on eggshells like every day.
It's like a Spidey sense, but it's on 24/7.
Oh yeah, it's lovely.
I'm more worried considering the post-apocalyptic aspect of Elder Tale.
Yeah,
When it comes
that
to
one's,
industrialism.
I'm definitely worried about that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trusting Constance on that though.
Well, yeah, I definitely trust Constance on that, but I don't think she understands it just yet.
Yeah,
She's worried about it more than anyone.
So,
Okay. Cure. Okay. Okay, good.
I just thought of something.
Yeah?
Nani?
What would happen if
He has a weird status effect that comes on him that's like backbend or something.
Oh.
Everything went dark again.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Anything else that we might need? Cooking station might be nice. Like a place for cooking
Yeah,
and all
I mean,
that. Like a proper cooking area.
mean, that's gonna be with like,
That's in the guild hall though. That's in the guild hall though.
That will be in the guild hall proper.
Right now we still have them.
Yeah.
Like, my thought is kind of like what Francis just told me, which I need to do as helping Mikkel out with logistics. I need to get like a list of who does what subclass for like crafting and building, right?
That's easy.
A place for artificers to do artifice stuff. Place for like people that are doing alchemy to do their stuff, right?
Well, artificer falls under like crafting, so anything with like in the crafting purview can all be bunched together.
yeah.
Alchemy would be separated. Tailoring, anything of that sort can be
Just
put.
a place for where they can like tan hides, because I'm assuming, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause I know some monsters drop hides that we can take, and then they can make clothes off of that. So they would need a place
That
to
should be
tan
far
those.
from the guild. That shit stinks.
Yeah, that stuff will stink.
tonight,
So.
right?
What?
What?
Hey, you mentioned it earlier.
Huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
shit,
you
I was
told us
right.
earlier.
Did I? Okay.
Child.
One thing I would
Wait, what
say is,
happened?
like,
Full moon.
Tonight I was right.
I said it's a full
Shit's gonna
moon.
get crazy.
one thing I will
How
say
they would be
is,
then when we go if it's gonna
no matter
get
like,
crazy like that.
no matter like what the layout is, we need to have things that work with potions or
It's still
anything
fucking
that could
raining.
require specific.
That's why I made the
very
fire.
Careful.
Keep us warm a little bit.
Like very careful measurements. They should be kept far away from each other, in case so that we have
I'll
less
leave
likelihood
that
of
up
accidents
to
happening.
Kiyomi and Adrian. Right. Because if Adrian does all that like carpentry shit, right? And Kiyomi, they both can figure that out. Like, you know, where to place a building, you know, what we need to get to build said buildings and all that. And then people can just go get it, I would assume.
Yeah, somewhere.
Because resource gathering isn't not difficult. It's just a matter of, you know, going out and actually doing it. Like, when I went to go get the seeds, that wasn't that difficult. I just went to go talk to Mix D, and I'm just waiting for her to give me a price on certain, like, goods that I can take, get the seeds from the fruit that we would eat, and give the fruit to Vice, take the seeds, give it to our farmer, and then boom, we're good to go. I just realized that I can't purchase it anymore because I'm now broke. Which was my
I
plan.
did buy some seeds for her while we were out
You need
on our
to
quest.
sell something, grind, or
Yeah.
take a loan.
We've got a few of them.
That's the play. I'm gonna go sell.
The rare ones, the not so rare ones. Oh, I'll pick them up from the forest from Thornsun.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd probably be best for at least office or a small meeting room for like the heads, like the captain,
Heads of the guild, yeah.
the leads.
Yeah, that'd probably be inside the guild hall,
No,
right?
no, a specific room because we're all going to be in the guild hall regardless. It's just they need a separate room for them to talk about.
I'm assuming the hall is multiple rooms.
I would assume so, yeah.
The
Yeah,
guild
just make it like an
building
office space or
specifically.
something.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Meat.
I will
We're talking
take
about
that,
what
give
should
me
be in the guild hall. Or different rooms that should be included in the discussions.
I really like
This is why
bums,
did
huh?
you used to it?
Yeah. You can say that.
Oh, look at him, he's happy.
Oh.
Oh, fuck, I broke it.
Getting stronger then, it sounds like.
Nah, I can break bones. It's fun.
It's really impressive you could just do that in one bite.
It's part of the subclass. It's that whole you can't be interrupted while you're taking a consumable, so it just gets rid of it immediately.
The amount of bones that I've
So I don't lose the buff.
recently is a lot. I've got a lot of bones. I need to build a new. I need you to tell me which tree is fine with me putting a bone pile in. I
So,
gotta make a
you
new bone
really
pile.
like bones.
Oh.
How do you feel about sticks, Dad?
That's too far.
Understood.
You know, the
understood.
bone, yeah, the bone thing was it was a therapy thing that my parent would do, my mom would do when I was having a hard time. She did it with all my siblings. She would just go, "Okay, you're having a hard
they
time,
threw you a
right?"
bone?
Well, it was more just, you know, being constantly bullied for looking different, being different, not being being Japanese but not being Japanese in a sense. So when we would come home, you know, distressed,
Children
right?
are terrible shit.
And, you know, we were told we can't fight back because we were usually bigger than everyone. And so if we were to fight back, you know, we would be the ones in the wrong. Even if we weren't. This public perception. So, you know, when we'd have, like, panic attacks after, you know, taking a whole day of being either shoved into lockers, getting beat up on, you know, people hitting us with sticks, or whatever you want to, you know, what's up?
Should storage be, or guild storage be separated into different things for better organization and safety?
I need to figure out the whole, I need to actually take a look at guild storage and see what the fuck, how we've been using that. I have been trying to avoid that one. That is a project that I've been trying to avoid.
I was interested.
So technically, right, you know, after days of that happening and us, you know, either coming home crying to our parents or sometimes the older sister, because, you know, parents were in the military, granted, you know, they had transitioned to more working at, like, office-type jobs, right? You know, not active duty and shit. So sometimes our older sister would, you know, take care of us. You know, to get us to calm down, they would just give us a bone to gnaw on, as dumb as it sounds, right? Just to kind of, you know, focus on something else. So it just became something like therapeutic. But yeah, no, most of my life, you know, people would treat me different because, you know, wolf beastkin. I'd be like a beast, the only beastkin in school districts, right? So people wouldn't be the nicest. Or they would go, "Oh, well, you're scary, but oh, they're not going to do anything, so we should just take out our proverbial anger that they had at something that they were afraid of," because you know how kids are. So once they realize that that somebody's a gentle giant, they try to take them down a peg. Or you have the social manipulation that kids try to do. Especially the classist people, the people that had, like, you know, which sometimes people would try to throw away their... Yeah. And you get to a point where you just ignore it. You just take it enough times that you just kind of go, well, there's not much I can do, right? And it was kind of drilled in my head that I had to be the bigger person, so, you know, you just take the beatings. I think the worst one was somebody cracked me over the head with a, mop when I was a kid. And then when I fell to the ground, they all just started kicking me in the ribs.
Lad.
Yeah, I had a rib crack that day. And then when the teachers went, what happened, you know, you kind of get pressured into saying that we were just playing around and all that.
Teachers should have been more adults and actually stopped it.
Oh, they should, but, you know, they never all. Well, you know, the problem is I was way bigger than the kids, right? So, like, if I were to swing, then public perception goes, giant wolf beastkin swings on a child, right? Well, who did more damage? The bigger kid or the smaller kid, right? So then, let's say I break a kid's nose, right? Even though they hit me over the head with a mop, right? They'll go, "Oh, well, you retaliated. You shouldn't have retaliated. You retaliated with extreme force or whatever." They'll try to spin it the way it makes it less problematic, right? Because at the end of the day, schools don't want drama, right? Or scandals. So you kind of just go, "Oh, well, that happened," right? And you just kind of deal with it. I mean, things got better in college, kind of, right?
I would have still stood up for you. Adults should have.
Oh, appreciate it. Most of the teachers just looked the other way because they didn't want to be involved in the scandals or they didn't want to bring the reputation of the school down.
Stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Teachers, they're supposed to actually make sure that you're okay.
Honestly speaking,
You know it is. Perception is a lot.
my family knew
Hello.
that.
Your armor
school-
is too big for this world by 18.
Understood.
But my family knew that, like, the school wouldn't do shit to try and defend any person who's getting bullied, so they just told me, don't start any fights, but do your best to finish it as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
And
I
so
mean,
anytime they would hear that I had a fight, they wouldn't do shit about it.
I mean, if it was off school grounds, then yeah, you know, I might defend myself, but then I also have to be careful, you know, not to cause, you know, incidents or make things harder for my parents, because, you know, again, they're foreigners stationed in a country, right? So you kind of have to be a little careful what you do.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I was born in Japan, right? I'm technically a Japanese citizen, but, you know, there's a history of military personnel on Japan where there's been, you know, I think Yokon, you can probably help me out explaining this, right? Where military people on, like, there's been scandals with that before, quite heavy ones actually.
And even technically, those of expat families, even if they're born in Japan, aren't really considered citizens.
Yeah.
At least not the same way. There's a lot of separation. It's been like that for hundreds of years. Thousands at this point.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
so technically I got treated like a second-class citizen because, you know, that.
That's just bloody bullshit.
And I mean, there was wolf beastkins around, but the problem is, they weren't the type of wolf beastkin that I was. So I was just way bigger than them.
So, I don't count that fair. That's not how.
Oh, it's not.
No, that's where the
I know the elders are.
adults.
Adults remember what their elders told them and what their elders told them, and if it was good enough for
So-
them, it's good enough for us. It's always been like
Realistically,
that.
when it comes to racism, and I've had this talk, granted, I was a little inebriated when I had this talk with Mr. Ludrick, right? Oh my god, oh, I happened to get, oh, there you go, you're back.
Okay.
So, there's a couple of ways to handle racism, right? One is
You
to
getting on point every single time.
make yourself not the bad guy. So, here's the thing, when people are racist, right? Let's just use the beastkin aspect of it, right? Some perceptions of wolf beastkins are they're a bit, you know, feral, right? That's some perceptions of it, right? So if I were to fight back, I am just stroking the flames of hate because I'm justifying in that person's mind that is throwing hate at me that I am exactly what they think I am, right? But if I don't act and don't give them what the reaction that they want, it slowly but surely diminishes their argument, right? And also one of the best ways to deal with a bully is sometimes just taking their power away by not giving into what they want. A lot of times bullies want a reaction, right? They want to feel power over the other person. So something that I was taught was sometimes I would just smile back at them. If they hit me, I would smile back at them, right? Showing that they don't have power over me, right? I wouldn't give them the reaction that they wouldn't want, so I wouldn't cry, right? I wouldn't ask them to stop, I would just take it. That's what my older sister told me, is don't give them power, you know?
Lad, mind if I tell a story real quick? So keep in mind, I'm a normal human, tall, skinny, lanky guy, not too big, just muscles, and I'm human, and in different school system. I was only bullied once in high school. You get bullied for anything, they'll just pick on anything, but tall, lanky dude, very easy to pick out the crowd. Kid beat the shit out of me all the time.
Yeah.
Eventually got to the point where I told my family. Now I lived in a household with both my younger brother, my two parents, and both my grandparents.
Yeah.
My dad told me to just grind my teeth, take it, a lot of the stuff you were telling me.
Yeah.
Later that afternoon, my grandfather pulled me aside in my room and told me, "Don't listen to your father. He's a fucking idiot. This is what you do."
Yeah.
Later that day, I went up to the party and he was gonna take shit, lunch buddy, whatever, beat the shit out of me.
Oh yeah.
I challenged him to a competition. I said, because the whole thing is like they want to be bigger than better you. I told him that I could do more push-ups than he could, and he went, "No, I can." And then he gets down, starts going and going and going and going. And he goes, "There, 23, do better." Oh, my arms hurt so bad, and then I beat the shit out of him. And that was the last time I got bullied in that school.
I mean, I won't lie. The thought definitely does, did cross my mind as a kid of just like, well, what if I just, fucking...
Different species, different circumstances, but...
Oh, yeah. Because you gotta understand, like, when I was in,
if you outsmart the bastards, they tend to leave you alone.
I guess you could say middle school would be the equivalent. I was this height. When I was, like, 13, 14, I was this height. Like, 6 foot. Yeah, I was 6 foot. Before the game happened, like before I got sucked into the game, I was 6'8".
Large lad.
Yeah.
Big lad.
Technically, I believe they call them Timberwolves. Or a subspecies of Grey Wolf.
I'm not a wolf specialist, but that sounds like a big wolf.
Yeah.
I mean, scientists are rebreeding dire wolves into existence.
That was not a dire wolf. That was not a thing. I was not a dire wolf.
No.
I can do.
No.
They are.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that scientists are currently breeding dire wolves back into existence.
Yeah.
Dire wolves already exist. We're in fantasy land. Everything fucking exists.
No. I mean, on my Earth, where there's.
I know what you're talking about. That I'm just.
Scarf and it wraps it around Sumi like a blanket.
That's a big ass crocodile.
Uh-oh. That's Tsunami.
Father died.
That's Tsunami, they're friendly.
I assume that because they darn bit down my head.
Yeah. They're Pokemon.
They're friendly Pokemon.
Honestly, Ulrich, your story just kind of reminded me of a story I was told that happens in Hawaii currently still. Basically, Hawaii was a place that was kind of taken over by the government.
Oh yeah.
And due to other things that were on top of that, it is ill-advised for any military members to be by themselves in public because there have been reports of soldiers being beaten down in the streets and killed.
I mean, it is.
For simply just being a part of it.
There are stigmatisms with people, right? And depending on what country you go to, right? Based on, I don't want to say traumas that have been, like scars that have been inflicted in the past or whatever you want to call it, right? But again, Japan's very much, it's a lovely place, a lovely country. I mean, it's my homeland, right? But it is a very traditional country, right? Even if it's not right, society very much sticks to what worked in the past. It's very slow to change its ways, right? And reputation and perception is extremely important in places like Japan, Korea, China, all of those places, right?
Traditions continue.
There's an idiom that the nail that sticks up gets hammered down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh. They're gone.
Hopefully we don't
you
get
know,
attacked by
back.
magical creatures again.
Something that I've learned is even if you go through hell, try to spin it into something that builds you better in the future, right? So like, yes, I have been beaten most of my life by people around me, right? I have been treated god awful, but that just further fuels the fire of me wanting to make sure that stuff doesn't happen to others, right? It's why I'm a lot more, you know, willing to stick my neck out for other people. It's also one of the reasons I chose a tank class. Even if I'm not the best as a main tank, right? I'm still working on that, but like, one of the reasons
You're back, lad. Just give me a couple.
Appreciate it.
Just give me
Why you
time to
giving that,
catch up.
right? It's one of the reasons I help people, right?
You asked me that question too.
Mm-hmm. Well, the reason I asked you is I think it's really important. If you're gonna put a lot of time and effort and a lot of self-sacrifice into doing a certain thing, I believe you should know why you're doing it, right? Not that you need to justify your actions to others, because you never need to. If it comes to helping somebody, unless you're putting a lot of people at risk by trying to help somebody and it just ends horribly, then yes, explain yourself. Or you're trying to be the self-sacrificing person where you're like willing to put your life on the line for everybody else when it's not needed. But like if you're going, hey, I want to go help people, whether it be verbally or physically, right? Knowing why you do it, why you put all the time and effort into making sure that you're ready to do that on a daily basis. Like for me, I train, right? I'm trying to get used to my skills, get used to the body, because I'm a little bit smaller than I was before. And my muscles are a lot smaller than I was before, right? So getting used to this body, you know, I train. And when I'm not training, I'm writing up logistic stuff to try to help the guild by making documents to make things a little bit easier to digest. But I know why I sacrifice said time, right? And I can justify that sacrifice. So if you can tell yourself, this is why I do what I do, it makes the hard things, you know, when stuff sucks and you start to question, why am I doing this still? You can always look back and go, I'm doing it because of this. I don't know what the word is. It's like, your convictions don't falter. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of.
As a lot wiser guy than I am.
Hey, somebody in college told me, they said, I don't mind saying my actual name. They said, Liam, you have been around the block way too many goddamn times. You've lived a hellish life, but you have a lot more life experiences than most of us. It's also why I went into sports science, you know, I guess, in a sense, wouldn't say it's a medical career, because it's not. Like, the study of muscles, like personal training and like sports science to, you know, make sure somebody can recover and all that. A little bit of sports medicine, but nothing, you know, major in that aspect. Mostly just so I could teach people how to be the best versions of themselves, but also do a little bit of rehabilitation on the side for athletes, because that's how you make a lot of the big money. Because you're gonna need the staff.
Yeah.
It's nothing where I, you know, could, you know, help you out with like medicine stuff, because I fucking can't for the life of me.
Sure.
I can teach somebody to be more flexible though, you know. But that
I was
also
a fucking helmet. This is bullshit.
I don't even know if that really affects us. They're like pulled muscles, because I don't think that's a debuff. I don't even know if we can pull our muscles.
I mean, Trish is broken and arm. I wouldn't be surprised.
You can break it. I mean, that's a debuff, but like a pulled muscle, right? Is that like a debuff? I don't think it is.
Oh my cousin.
Hello.
We're yapping.
Also, to give you a TLDR, a whole bunch of new people got sucked into a level. I'm assuming it's a level 80 dungeon because there was a level 80 creature in that said dungeon last night. We didn't fight it. We just kind of stealthed our way through it.
Okay.
Best way to put it was they were told about a archmage and people having a hard time completing a low-level dungeon. When we were walking to said area, there was skeletons at like level 5, and then it went to like level 15. But it glitched, and the level 15 skeleton became a level 30 skeleton. And when I killed it and tried to grab the materials, my hand went straight through the bones. And when I got to the entrance of the said dungeon, there was an entrance to a level 20 dungeon, but it didn't have a name. And there was a creature guarding a bell, but it was so glitched out, the only thing I could get from it was bell. And so we had like a democratic vote of like, hey, do we attack the bell to see if we could take the dungeon on or something? And people voted to do it. And when they did, they got transported to a area. And as we were about to fight said giant skeleton we saw, I noticed it was level 80. So we just kind of ran and, you know, found the end of the dungeon. And the person that was, I guess their dungeon, or as they called it, their domain, was like, well, you completed my quote-unquote dungeon, what do you want? And we were kind of like, we found this on accident. I asked them about the glitch, the skeletons, but I worded it in, are you aware of like skeletons, their power levels fluctuating and stuff like that? And she said they weren't hurt summons. So something around that area is extremely glitched.
Another anomaly, probably?
Well, my theory is a dungeon. I don't know if this is physically possible, but a dungeon got moved. A high-level dungeon got moved to a low-level dungeon, and they're right on top of each other potentially.
If anything, what you actually ran into might be. You might have accidentally triggered a similar mechanic as to what. To what we were seeing with that Alvin ruins. You might have accidentally triggered something like that.
That's what I'm thinking, right? She was a really she made like her own personal plane type of thing.
Oh.
Like, this was an ancient. I even asked if they were an alv, and they said no, thankfully, because I thought we had stumbled across an alv.
Okay, she specified she wasn't an alv.
Wait, you found an ancient?
No, she was an archmage, right? But like she had talked about like, you know, we found ancient Alvin writing in that dungeon, right?
You may have found an ancient.
That's nothing uncommon.
Probably an ancient, yeah. Everybody got out fine. Nobody died. I'm just giving you the heads up on that, just in case some people are a bit still shaken up about it, because it was a traumatic experience of having to run from something that was just chasing you.
There's enough trauma for days. Can't get enough trauma around these parts.
I was about to say, I mean, considering a lot of the new people's first day, I don't want to say they'll get.
No, I do have a question for everybody here. Do people of the land usually refer to others in the other NPCs as people of the land, or no?
I think I've heard it once, but I could be wrong.
I feel like I had too, but I just wanted to double check, because the way they worded regular people, they said, oh, people of the land, but they worded it in a weird way where I almost went, that doesn't sound right. You see, I had that initial thought for a quick second, right? But well, the reason
I'm talking to Adrian-san about it, and might use the term landers for short. Make it easier.
we've had a couple instances, from what I've been told, of things that we think act like players, but are actually, you know, NPCs, but they are. What's the best way to put it? They're aware of their situation.
We had the same thing with the dungeon boss.
Than they should. Yeah, can you explain that your dungeon boss thing real quick? Because I think Nakel and Kaede would really want to hear that.
Well, Kaede-san was there.
Okay, you were there.
The
Okay,
giants.
The giants that
Oh, the
approached
bloody
us knew
giants,
they were in the
yeah.
dungeon. They knew
The
they
bosses.
were in the dungeons.
Yeah, they were guarding the relic. They knew they were. They knew they were bosses. They knew.
Dialogue and everything.
Yeah, it was like what we'd heard with the Storm, the Dragon Warrior,
Storm
where they
literally seeing
recognized
Sumi and literally seeing Karasu as well.
times where they understood terminology and things that we would say that in the game we wouldn't expect a boss to understand, and they tried to barter with us for the relic first instead of just fight. And we were trying to figure out what could be equal value. We didn't know if we had anything, but unfortunately Flamasan tried to offer his egg that he can't get rid of, and they knew he couldn't get rid of it. They thought he was fucking with them. And then we had to fight because they got mad because of that. But they knew that he was trying to give an item that he couldn't get rid of.
Which again, weird that we've been having the only reason I bring that up to you, because I feel like there's something you'd want to hear, is it's really odd that we've been running into multiple situations recently where a person of the land is hyper vigilant, hyper aware of things that they normally shouldn't be.
So, here's the caveat to that as well, or I guess, an expansion of that.
Yeah.
All of those examples just now are things that even we can't see at a glance.
Yeah.
Like, even with our system, you don't know Sumi has Karasu unless Karasu comes out. There's nothing depicting that in her player window. No, that's what I'm saying. Even in her player window, you cannot see Karasu. Technically.
Yep.
You see Tsumikura, that's it.
Yeah, you don't see the
And-
heart, like...
Yeah, and
You don't
using
see it.
Flama's egg as an example, it's technically a bounded item by that description. You can't see that unless he opens his inventory for you. You can't check that yourself.
Which is...
As a player.
Well, there's
You're
one
describing
way anyone
dev
could be able
tools.
to see it.
Which is really concerning. I'm gonna be real
If
honest.
these creatures were able to see directly code and by looking at somebody and not visually how we see the world, then they could understand all that because they're seeing the direct code of how why X and Y thing is called or why property.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you're describing dev tools.
That's the correct term.
And then there's another thing there's something that me and Yokon were talking to Embrin about, right? I'm just gonna throw it out here while we're talking about it. Storm literally looked at Embrin and then called him a frost touch, and we still don't know what the fuck that is.
Is that a new racial term? Is that a new racial slur?
His race, at least in his window, still says human. But he's been referred to as undead. He's been referred to as frost touched.
Yeah, the system flags him as human in regards to race. However, with the Death Knight subclass, he has 3 skill trees of Plague, Frost. What the fuck was the third one?
I'm guessing he's going down frost.
Ice. Well, I guess that's frost
Well,
still,
Frost
but
is ice.
yeah.
Plague, Frost, and something. I forgot what the third one was.
I may just ask a hypothetical.
Technically self-healing.
Because I used
Life drain?
Evelyn as an example, right? So Vampinella, right?
Blood. It was blood.
Okay, blood. Yeah. So I use Evelyn as an example, right? Vampinella, right? Subclass. Pretty sure vampire, right? So you're undead.
It
We
augments
can
your
all
race.
agree that vampires are undead. So it's a type of undead. For the most part.
I was about to
Right?
say, you'll get into semantics there with certain fantasy areas, but anyway.
Well, for
She burns in the
sake of
sun.
clarity,
What type of undead do you know that looks almost entirely human, right? Skin and everything. The only tell is the eyes.
Death Knights.
And
Which is
cold
subclass.
skin. Slightly cold skin.
Not necessarily,
cold skin.
because technically anything can become a Death Knight as long as it becomes strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Death
But
Knight
it's
is
just
the
a
step below
subclass.
Lich.
It's a
But that's what I mean. His subclass is isn't it?
yeah. So like,
No,
again,
I'm just
it's
talking
his
in actual
subclass is
hierarchy of necromantic creatures.
yeah, because like the thing that
Subclasses are
I
changing.
what's what I've been I think the subclasses are changing people, right? And the
They have been
reason
evolving.
the reason it caught me off guard, right, was the way Storm, which was one of the Dragon Monastery people, worded it was, "You're not the only Frost Touch I've ever seen or heard about."
So-
right? We have books on your race.
Okay, so when I hear frost and undead in the same sentence, my first thought is what is known as a Draugr, which is pretty much basically a frozen zombie.
Okay.
The thing is, to what you're saying of like, oh, what's like an undead that looks completely human minus their eyes? Technically, any reanimated body can, if the body's reanimated soon enough.
Okay.
Because depending on the level of the reanimation, decaying stops.
So I guess the
Okay,
closest
can you
thing
say
to
that in
Ember would
English
be
now?
a Draugr, right?
Okay, basically, if someone died and a maid brought them back to life with magic, if they did it soon enough, they'll stop rotting.
Gotcha.
So the quicker you do it, the more preserved you would be, right?
If it's a high enough spell, because sometimes reanimating, decaying still continues,
Yeah.
and that's how you end up with skeletons.
And now
Isn't that basically what they call it, revival in a sense?
Possibly.
It's just because you have like the demon lord, and there's literally, as you said, there's a demon that gifts that, that actually is a thing.
Which, oddly enough, the other day,
Bloody Satan at that point.
Yeah. Oddly enough, me and Asami actually got some interesting clarification on the Demon Lord specifics.
Okay.
As much as the Demon Lord is never a present entity in the normal context of the game.
Yes.
We actually asked the admin, oh, did you ever actually program and design a physical avatar for this entity? And they're like, no, he is just words on a screen. He does not have an avatar.
Okay.
But from what we have learned, that's not the case anymore.
So
the whole game is changing, and that just means that everything else is evolving with it.
Which is extremely concerning with the sole fact of we have encountered enemies that are glitching out when changing levels, right? Every subclass that's a roleplay subclass in a sense, as I said earlier to some people today, technically any subclass, the scope of the subclass where it was, you have the regular text description, right? And everything has to fit in that text description. The door's wide open as long as it follows the theme of the subclass itself.
Mine's even actually an example of that recently. So, I had what was originally purely the role-playing subclass, Fortune Teller. Fortune Teller has the ability to prestige into Astrologer. It's one of two that can do that. Astrologer has some other minor mechanics to it, past that because the other one that can prestige into it is Scholar, so Astrologer you kind of end up with a little bit of both.
Yeah.
There have been nights I have literally just been looking at the stars and I hear a voice.
Is it Jesus?
Oh, no!
No, but it has addressed me directly. So as in this voice knows that I'm looking.
What has it said?
The only thing it has said to me is, I will see you soon.
That's ominous.
That's not
If
terrifying.
I keep looking at my
capacity at all?
subclass and then armors and weapons
is your
start talking
subclass?
to me, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
What is your subclass?
Knife grinder.
Okay.
I can increase the
Crafting slash
durability. Yeah. So I think it's a bloody reference, but I can increase the durability of equipment, weapons, and armors.
So to my knowledge right now,
Okay, yeah, so maintenance class.
the only subclasses that seem to have a lot more, the scope has been blown up heavily that we've encountered is role-playing subclasses, And Dragon Warrior, purely because the way Dragon Warrior was meant to be, is not being run by me and Alden the same anymore because it is expanded the scope of how you do the quest. Where we have met NPCs that actually have knowledge on things that we didn't think was a thing. Like they have books on this Frost Touch thing. We don't even know what other books they have. They said they have a library that you have to prove yourself to get access to.
Well, once you two actually get the subclass proper, I'd suggest at least figuring out what those trials are.
And I'm
Reading a bunch of books left.
Well, I'm assuming the books that they have in there have been accumulated by dragons, because they kept saying the masters aren't in yet. And I asked a very quick question: are the masters dragons themselves? And they said we can't answer that.
Which is
if it's a
usually
big-ass dragon, how is he writing in a normal-ass book? Are all the books huge?
I would assume polymorph.
I was about to say polymorph, transcription, or other magical means.
Or they have people that help with. They give you the information.
Oh, actually, yeah, they have a little scribe that just does it for them as they just recite it. I like that and some more. That's
When you think of a dragon, one of the biggest things that I've seen in fantasy or just fantasy and culture-wise, dragons accumulate knowledge.
Yeah.
Depending.
They seek it out for the most part.
So when I get high enough level, what if I killed a dragon? Just hypothetically.
There are. I was like, and that is a raid boss in some of the earlier raids. So.
And that is also a subclass called Dragon Slayer.
Yeah. Like draconic enemies aren't uncommon, so it's actually
all
not as crazy.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
It's not as crazy a feat as you think.
Did you guys get stuff from Storm?
We got a medallion, I think, just to show that we have, you know, passed the Tropical Storm and his sister, quote-unquote sister, right? Because they don't look alike. I'm assuming it's monastery terms.
I was about to say,
right?
Monastery.
I was given a flute by him.
Yeah, you were given a flute by Storm, right?
Yeah. Stop and trying to figure out what it fully does.
And I can also confirm that Storm is from a land that no longer exists, or like a country that no longer exists.
No.
I don't know.
I was about to say that technically, usually that just means the nation fell, and whatever used to be there is now something else.
Mentioned when we first met him that a new kingdom had arose and has been trying to take them out. Or take something from them.
Because this was the knights that we fought when we were saving them.
It's like Hagard or something? Hagard or Hagard?
Hagard.
Yeah, Kingdom of Hagard. Or Hagard. Which is something I've never heard of.
No,
But that's concerning.
I put it on the Yamato servers. That's not a kingdom I'm familiar with, because that's not Westland or...
Yeah, it's not from Yamato.
Yeah.
No.
But at the same time,
I'm not familiar with the city states or anything from the other servers.
Does that mean the people of the land are now governing themselves pretty much?
No, they probably are, right? It's
from a lore standpoint, they always were.
But even more so now, if a new kingdom has come into play.
Well, depending on, if he's talking about he's from a nation that no longer exists, that opens up the question of how old is he and how long ago did this nation fall?
So
It may
the
also
other
be part of the new expansion.
Because it raises the question of, does he come from somewhere that technically predates the events of actually us playing the game? Because from if you actually deep dive into the lore, there's a lot that happens prior to you actually starting the story of the game. There isn't just the Alvin War. There's a few other minor things here and there depending on which server you're on, like with Westland and Eastal having the conflict they have on the Yamato server. That predates the start of the game.
So, real quick, there's one other question we have to ask.
Also blow the years out of bloody proportion, so...
So the other big question, I brought this up to Asami on Sunday, and I asked a very candid question. Who has actually sat down and read all the patch notes of the expansion? Nope. Because the question you have to ask yourself is, are these things that we've been noticing, are they actually a part of the expansion, or were they always there?
So that's
It's true, because I don't think anyone's played on the server before.
Been added lately.
So that is something I have brought up on occasion when it comes to talking about some of this minor stuff, is the patch notes for games like this go live the same time as the patch, usually, or like a couple hours before. We hadn't had the chance to read them because we were just like, we want to go in blind, we have a lot of other things, so we just jumped right in. We haven't really been able to properly check those since. Not in the sense of, oh, we can't, like, as in the patch notes don't exist, but in the sense of just getting the time to go sit down somewhere with a workable computer that isn't our personal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what we should
Or maybe we need to take a look at a wiki or something like that and figure out what server we're on, what the lore is of the server we're on, or at least some of the major things we should be keeping an eye out for.
Yeah, if we can figure out the server at all.
We should be able to buy certain city names? Something?
Well, here's the thing.
The kingdom?
If we can't identify that, it could be we're on some mysterious server that wasn't ever open, like a beta or something.
But that can't be because other players are on the server. We have to hide from them.
Yeah, we've run into other players on the same server.
We've actually seen that a lot.
They're entire guilds.
Well, okay, here's the other thing. Have the other players not noticed the other buggy stuff happen and then reported?
No. They don't know
exactly. Weird things are happening.
They think we're cheating a lot of the time when we encounter them.
He's referring to things that we've seen of the game itself that have been changed or strange.
The best way to explain that?
Like the glitchy skeletons, for example,
if
you know?
If you're a player and you see that, right, what your first thought is, and again, to your point, they should report it, but their first thought isn't, oh, this is really concerning, and it's, God damn it, they fucked up the fucking patch. The patch is goddamn fucking glitchy, right? God fucking damn it. Shitty developers, right? It's not...
Yeah. They just
people usually go to forums immediately about that stuff all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Right. I'm not saying like they would like. I would say they would like report on forums or something like, oh, this is some weird things. So if we can find that, then we could potentially know what server it is. But if we aren't find that, then why aren't we find that?
No, I think that needs to be the first thing we do. Like, that needs to be something as soon as possible, in my opinion.
I have looked into it a little bit, but like, even if people are saying that we're cheaters or anything like that, I've never seen any mention of lost stars anywhere.
It doesn't exist.
So we've had, so we've run into that, and it sounds like the issue seems to persist. When we initially met the members of Ishgard, back when we were still camping out near the Harpy dungeon, we mentioned our guild, and both of them were like, it's not popping up on the guild registry, and we're like, oh, I mean, it's been around for about 2 months, it should exist, and they're like, we ain't seeing it, and we don't know what's going on with that, and we're like, oh shit, we'll have to like file something about that then, because, you know, trying to play off the whole thing if we're still regular players.
And we're just a new, fresh guild.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be that issue hasn't resolved itself with time.
I wonder if the game has a capacity to hide stuff. You know?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I was about to say, technically we're
we're
hitting all the
redacted or some bullshit.
That runs into the theory of parallel that we Mikkel.
Yep.
I know, we're really hitting the fucking Schrödinger theory again.
It's Schrödinger time.
Can someone just kill the fucking cat and get it over with? Jeez.
It's there and not there. That's the thing.
Just put it over the fucking box.
That's technically what we're trying to do.
We technically opened the box. But
we
didn't
opened the
open
box,
the box at the same time.
as well as also why
Pandora's
all of the
fucking
new
box
things.
at this point.
Okay, let me also
That
say
opened
this.
with Novasphere's launch.
we've all opened the box by the new patch and everything, as well as us. The new box got opened when a lot of you guys came here as well. Those rifts we'd never seen much of.
The Schrodinger box, if we want to compare it to actual Schrodinger's
come in
cat,
the same
then
time everyone
technically,
else happened. And my thing was
Which is even more concerned.
if we want to make the if we want to continue the fucking Schrodinger comparison, technically we haven't opened the box yet because we can't. Technically, us trying to find the answers to what the fuck is going on is us attempting to open that box.
That would involve having to literally go to the physical servers.
Exactly.
Open that box.
Because the Schrodinger comparison that is technically our situation is the possibility of every instance we are in the game is technically our own, but slightly merged with some of the other servers, which is why I make the Schrodinger comparison, because we're in our own server, but at the same time we're not.
Yep.
Because we run into other players, we encounter things that are normal. However, we seem to be the only ones encountering very specific bugs, very specific glitches, very specific
Dungeons
entities.
as well. Even the dungeons do change, which is even stranger.
Yeah. So even though,
dungeons.
if anything, using the Harpy Dungeon as the example, we camped out there for a very long time. We saw players coming and going. We ran into them multiple times. We had a world event where we fought alongside one for about 2 seconds before he got insta-killed.
Other things around here.
And even regularly watched people going to and leaving that dungeon, seeming to not make any mention, and seeming to not make any real mention of the fact of, this dungeon called the Nest of Harpies has Hellspawn in it. That there was no discussion or communication or mention of that prior to us, those of us in our situation, stepping into it.
And that's what's the odd part, is that all these things happen with when we were.
Oh yes, there's no reason for that in my home.
Using it as the example to explain the whole parallel situation, yes.
All these changes happened when we got into this situation. When us first got stuck in the game. But with what we've heard now, things have been happening for a while, and maybe the devs haven't been opening up.
We've had minor instances of some regular players encountering things that, that are odd. The alpha area that all of us went exploring, for the most part, from what is currently known, unless Asuka is able to, unless Asuka confirms otherwise, the guild that found that does not currently have any members in our situation. So that is a unfinished, unreleased area of the game discovered by regular players, supposedly.
My brain is thoroughly fried. I'm going to go back and rest.
No, honestly, I might join you on that. I need to rest.
I can do someone to walk back with.
We can walk together. We could probably walk back together.
Yeah, I'll meet you all back at the place.
I saw the cat walk away a while ago. I don't know where they went. They probably walked back to camp.
I need to think about an expedition, because I need to explore more of this area, but I'm not doing that fucking Alvin thing. I'm not going back there.
Understandable.
I'm gonna go somewhere else.
I need to.
Thank you, Tsunami.
I need to talk with Kira to see if we're doing if we're getting all the elves first, or if we're sending regular people into the dungeon first.
Based on what I saw the other day, that's a definite head people conversation.
Yeah, that's gonna need to be a conversation. Because if what you technically ran into is the similar mechanic, then technically we just need to send the high levels in at that point, which granted 3 of the 6 half-elves of the guild are within the top 10, yes, myself, Kira, and Astra. The other 3 are slowly catching up with, Actually, even Francis is in the top 10.
He's behind you. He's behind.
I just have a back.
You said his name was Arrow?
Alright, take care.
I'm in the top 10.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah, I was confused by how I got in the top 10.
Like, you're all good, mate.
I was going off of memory as well as my ledger is starting to slowly come out of date because
I'm gonna make you a ledger. I gotta make a ledger of fucking who does what subclass when it comes to crafting.
my ledger includes subclasses, so I can just skim it and yeah. I keep track of level, race, class, subclass, and now titles, just in case.
I was gonna say that would just be helpful for people doing like when you make crafting
Clarissa's head. Relegator.
What about two middle spoons?
I'm not duct tape. You're duct tape, yeah. I was about to say
Relegator.
Okay, well, it depends on if those metal spoons are used as an instrument or tool.
That's what we're talking about with the duct tape and the water paper, how you take like the 2 metal spoons, put them back to back, put the water paper down here and duct tape, and then you smack it against stuff.
That's still something I would not suggest.
It's genuinely a fucking thing people did. It was like it's how like some people would like. It's the same vein as people setting up like paint buckets and using them as drums and it actually sounding good.
I mean, there's like people who take bone fragments and just click them together.
That too. Granted, bone fragments were also used in maracas, depending on where you go. So.
Oh no, like some that will just take like full fragments and just use them as a makeshift.
Okay, well, yeah, you can technically include that in anything as long as you carve it right. Makes sense.
Bones are typically a little bit too dense.
Depending on the age of them.
And they say if you do something about it, my dad's gonna ruin your family.
God.
You fell asleep. If I say that, it's gonna make Yokon cry. Knowing about Yokon.
Fucking the entire time I had to do this. That wasn't a great time.
Me just looking at K-drama going, I could easily just implement
K-drama, no, that's J-drama too. That's Japan is full of that. That's like Hellgirl. That's like the start of every Hellgirl episode. Somebody bullying somebody for that shit.
You're gonna go to the other room.
I need to get out because I was starting to overheat. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. It was fun.
Good night. I'm heading off as well. I got work in the morning.
What the fuck? Relive his pain.
You wanna
trauma of being bullied and beaten.
make the thing for it?
I'm gonna show you.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if they've done it already.
They have, yeah.
They have no.
So I'm just gonna.
Okay, so then.
I'm just gonna go and
I'm
stream.
waiting.
I'll be back. I mean, just we can poke her or we can make it ourselves. I guess I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back. My EP. I got EP. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm sending you over to Hearn. Go over there and give him love. The guy deserves it. I will see you all. Am I doing anything tomorrow? I don't remember. We're gonna fix something going on Thursday or not. We'll see. I might be going. Oh, should be at Azure, but yeah. But yeah. With that being said, appreciate you all hanging out, watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Have a good night. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.